Hello. Like every time I keep checking my mic. My throat is a little bit I really should have grabbed water before I sat down. Okay. I don't want to tag this one a no mic stream too, because I just did that for the last one. But geez, I really should have grabbed a drink before I sat down. It's all good. It's all good. We'll be fine. But hello, chat. Welcome back. Hi, Thunder. Hey, Micro. Welcome in. It's the homies. Yep, we back to chill for a little bit. We're doing some more adoptables for my page. I have a full gallery of them, so I plan on making 3 so I can add them in there. So hang on, let me turn this off. If you'd like an early claim on any of them, you can always send me a note on DeviantArt and I will put it on hold once stream ends. But yeah, I think we're gonna do these 1 per stream. So I put up a poll, I think yesterday. So this one won with I think 47% or something like that. So we're doing the eraser ferret. And then I think I also put up there like a cat lady singer and a mouse author writer type of thing. So we're gonna do 3. This time we're doing the racer, and I think I will do the opera singer lady next, since she won. I think she came in 2nd. So yeah, I put this together about 30 minutes before stream started. It's surprisingly quick, a lot faster than usual. So I decided, why not? As long as I'm not like conceptualizing them on stream, then I have more brain space to actually do both. So it'll be fine. But making adoptables have been like really fun so far, because I basically get to make cool OCs without having to do all the story and stuff for them. That's for the client to figure out. I just get to make cute characters, which is basically all I do. That's all I do anyway. It's really fun getting to see all my designs up in one place. It has been pretty cool. And I always have fun with them. So yeah, I think that's what this week's streams are gonna be about. I'm not sure if I'm gonna continue Kirby later. I'm not quite sure yet, because I'm gonna be honest with you guys. The engagement on that one didn't do so well yet. So I think it's gonna take a while for the algorithm to adjust to me come on, Muscle. Not just doing like art stuff, which makes sense. I kind of just threw YouTube a 180 out of nowhere. So, I don't know. We'll definitely continue Kirby at some point, though. At least a few more levels. There we go. But anyway, how's you guys' Monday? How was your weekend? Did you do anything fun? Multitasking, yep. Stay multitasking. It is quite literally how I get things done. Otherwise, I'll just hyper focus on one and then like completely procrastinate on another until I get that one other thing done. So it just put them together, man. It helps my brain feel like nice and productive and happy. If I just mush tasks together, it just makes more sense to me. And so far it works. So I mean, yay. Releasing a new speed paint vid real soon. Great. I can't wait to check that one out. I don't think I see most of your like traditional stuff done. I don't know if you've no, I actually don't. I can't recall seeing any of your digital stuff. I mostly see like your traditional stuff and community posts, and that's always really fly. So that's exciting. Hope it turns out well. A kitty singer? Yeah, I'm low-key kind of excited to do her. Like I already have a very vivid idea of what I want her to look like. And spoiler alert, she's pink. So I'm very excited. I had a very clear idea for all of them, really. Even though I just picked like some random animals off the top of my head and then went through and like, okay, what vibes I feel like. So I've already done a I've done a skater. So that's like Y2K and Sports C. I've done a boxer bunny, which was also very sportsy, but very fun. And then I did like this studious scholar dude whose design I still really like. I was hard contemplating like keeping him because he turned out so well and he was purple and y'all know me. Y'all know me and like studious purple guys. I really contemplated keeping him, but I'm glad he found a good home. But I'm like, do I need another Sonic OC right now? No, that's why I'm doing this. I really don't. But yeah, no, his design is like my favorite so far. Opera Kitty might come in and dethrone that, but as it stands, he is still my favorite. I don't know. I don't know what I was doing that day when my hand just decided to draw that. I don't know what was going on in my head. I couldn't tell you, but I'm glad it happened. Because the design it is still peak. If I say so myself. I don't know. I think it's mainly his vibe. It's probably just because he was like a real guilty pleasure type of one. I like his vibe. You guys know me and purple cool guys. actually seen some of my traditional work. I have. I remember it back when I was like more active in community posts and stuff. But yeah, I still check it out. It's really cool. You and Sleepy are like goated on paper. I do make a lot of speed paints, however, most of them are unlisted. Yeah. Real. Um, I I I was thinking, speaking of which, I do have like a few unlisted videos on my channel. I was thinking maybe, although I'm probably still way too small for this, but it would be fun if I like did a stream where I watched the unlisted videos that I took down on stream. So, and I have not like seen these in a while, guys. So this first time some of you guys might be seeing it. Uh, you OGs, you know what's up. But like, I think that would only make sense once I like grow at least a little bit more. Cause I'm pretty sure all the peeps who are active on my channel right now have been there since before I unlisted the videos. So it would just be me cringing in real time for like an hour straight. I don't think we're ready for that yet, but it would be fun. I always love when content creators do that, especially artists. Oh boy, I should have kept that first line. Eh, okay. See, I forget that I set stabilizer on because stream lags Fire Alpaca anyway, so I just turn it on for the sake of actually getting line art done. But then I keep using my old habits, and then I wonder why it doesn't work. It's because I have stabilizer set to like 11 right now, and it is stabilizing, but also making it laggy as heck. I think I actually did it like this. Never mind, I like that better. Ah, how cute. I love fluffy ears. I don't know, like, all these animals, like I said, aside from, like, well, no, I guess I could say they were random, but also I've been really just wanting to draw a mouse character, so I put that up there. But I don't, and I always I love cats. So, of course, I put that one up there, but I don't know where Ferret came from. I was just like, huh, what's one Sonic character that I have not tried to make an OC or, like, a design out of yet? Or seen before? Like, I tried to pick an obscure one, and Ferret just randomly popped into my mind for whatever reason. But then I went and googled photos of them, and they are literally just the adorable, most cutest little worm creatures. I love them, they're just so cute. And they have like these round floofy ears, and I'm like, yep, good choice. Thank you, brain. Conscious or otherwise. This was a good pick. Because I pulled up a reference photo of them. I don't know why I didn't keep it on screen, but they are so cute. Also, this character here, I think this is the first time I'm doing this. I'm gonna give her like, she has like a removable accessory, so I'll ink these glasses because I felt like something was missing up here. Like her design, I was pretty happy with it as a whole, but then I was like, huh, I had her holding the helmet because I didn't like it would defeat the purpose if it was covering her face. So I had her hold it, but I'm like, now the face feels kind of empty, so I just threw on a pair of glasses, and now she looks rad. So, good choice, good choice. Good choices were made today. I don't know why I always do the ear before I do the eyelashes, because now any wrong turn is like a weird tangent right there. Wah. Floof, floof. Now this floof looks weird. Hang on. There we go. Give her little hair tufts. The one thing that did have me lost for a bit was what hairstyle to give her, because I tried like a pixie cut look and it wasn't working, so I just gave her like this very scruffy looking bob, which I still think ended up working, so I don't mind. It's cute. Like, it had to be short enough to fit under the helmet, but not like, I don't know, I didn't want to give her like ridiculously short hair, like a buzz cut or anything, because then that would just kind of look like I didn't try to think of a hairstyle. Yeah, so she just gets the scruffy bob treatment. I don't know if I want to give her a front tuft. I think the swept back look is fine. Yeah, I think I'll just leave it like that. Because looking at ferrets, they have these little face markings, so I'm gonna have to give her those, and that's gonna kind of serve as eyebrows, I guess. I mean, I gotta put them somewhere. Gave her ear piercings because that looked cool to me. I was watching like a Pokemon design video, I think last week, and I think it was an interview with Sugimori-san, and they said that whenever like the artists at Game Freak are designing like the starter Pokemon for each gen, they always try to make a cool one, a cute one, and a serious one. Like for water, fire, and grass, and they alternate and like mix and match those three, and I thought that was such like a cool tidbit that I did not know. So now whenever I'm designing, and I notice I also kind of my art kind of falls into those categories whenever I'm designing characters, like a bit unknowingly. So now when I'm designing adopts, I try to at least follow some of that advice a little bit. So she's gonna be the cute one. No, she's a cool one. And then the opera cat lady is going to be the cute one, and then I guess that makes the mouse girl the serious one. I don't know. I just thought it was like a cool design philosophy to try. Obviously I'm not gonna follow it like to a T, but it's just like cool little tidbits like that. That's always really interesting to hear behind the scenes. Absolutely adoring the design. I love the color combo you're giving her. Thank you! I feel like I also... Okay, honestly, this is the second red one that I've done, and both of them have been, like... well, no, the last one was red. No, the last one was red, but her fur was red. Like the boxer bunny, her fur was red. But here her outfit is red, and both of them are like rough, like rough around the edges. Like, what is the word I'm looking for? Scrapper types, I guess. Which I guess it fits because, you know, color psychology. But that was completely unintentional. I just thought it was kind of funny. This is why I found making adopts to be a really cool avenue for me to try, because I would not make I don't usually use these colors or like design choices for my own OCs. So this has been like a really fun way for me to just test them out and then give them away. Oh, not give them away, sell them, but still. It just gives me a chance to like try things. Like a bright red tracksuit. Without adding on to the heaping pile of OCs, because once I have an OC, I have a story. And I don't need any more of those right now. I think I had said this before, but like my Red Fox OC, I had her for like almost 6 years now. So her story has been in the making for a while. Which is why I feel like she's, like, I'm very attached to her now, and I, like, physically cannot think of fitting any more OCs into my Sonic fandom reservoir, specifically. I feel like she's the only one. Like, the only other characters I would probably design are all related to her, so, like, her parents and her adopted brother, maybe, or, like, some of her tribe members. But they're all just designs. They don't really have stories of their own. Well, aside from her brother, I guess, but... Yeah, I see, like, I know, like, a lot of other, like, a lot of my mutuals have, like, more than one Sonic OC, and some of them exist in the same story, some of them each have their own stories. I remember there's this one, artist I used to follow a while back that had, like, tens upon tens of OCs with, like, their own names and lores and interconnected with each other, and I'm just like, that is the coolest thing. But then, yeah, I just kind of came up with her, got attached, and was like, I don't need any more now. You are my one little scrunkly. I shall give you all my attention. Which I feel like is fine, because I just made my own original Blorbos that I can do anything I want with. And I just throw them into a comic. Which I feel like works. So she will probably be my only Sonic OC. And I'll give the rest of these guys to you guys. Yippee! Must love the color red. Yeah, I mean, I like pink, and pink is just like the baby sister of red. So, yeah, I like warmer colors in general, so I guess it's not surprising that I immediately gravitate towards the brightest one there is. Red's a cool color. It's a very punchy color. And like I said, I don't really use it often, so for these I've just really been whipping it out more often. It's just like, oh, what main color scheme should I go for? And I just like, let's do red. Grabs the attention. Psychologically, I guess. Up to 10 Sonic OCs, I only have like 2 or 3. Exactly! And I'm just being like modest there. There was probably more, like pages upon pages of profiles for different OCs, and I'm like, So this is what people with like full brain space and memory capacity can do. This is astonishing. Like I have to actively write down all of my headcanons and stuff in like a giant Google Doc for my ICs because I cannot remember anything. I'll come up with something and like, oh, that's a cool idea. And then if I don't write it down somewhere immediately, I will forget. And I won't even realize that I've forgotten. Until I see another character or like canon or OC, like either one, with that same headcanon, and I'm like, oh yeah, I was gonna use that one. Like I see it somewhere else, and then I realize, oh yeah, I was supposed to give that to like X character. And I was like, but to be honest, fortunately, most of my stuff is not 100% original at all, and are just amalgamations of all my favorite tropes and stuff anyway, so usually they're fairly simple things. And I am happy with that. That line still looks off. I think I'll rework it later. Why do I keep this pen pressure so high? Jeez. There we go. I think I was gonna make the top kind of like a bomber jacket, but not puffy, I guess. I don't know. Are bomber jackets usually puffy, or I literally just pulled up like one reference of a lady with a tracksuit and used that. And her jacket was form-fitting, so like aerodynamic and stuff. So I'm gonna stick with that. But that is an idea. That is an idea for another adopt though, like an 80s inspired iridescent bomber jacket one. I don't know. That's the only idea I have for it right now. But that would be fun though. I might do that one next. See, when I tell you guys I have a list, there is a list. The reason why I made that poll in the first place was because I was stuck and didn't know which one to do first. But trust, there is a list. And they will all get done eventually, hopefully. There we go, got a little zippy. I want to do more human adoptables too. But as expected, my Sonic ones usually do better, and I need a bit more practice when designing people. Sonic characters are just a bit easier for me to throw outfits onto. And plus, you can get really fun with the animal typing and occupation, I guess. That's basically the two things I need to make it adopt, like an animal type, or like a Sonic adopt an animal type, an occupation, or like a hobby or something, or a vibe. And sometimes I just start with the vibe. You don't even need all three. A lot of the stuff I make isn't fully original either. I mean, yeah. I forget where this one quote comes from, but it's like nothing is truly original. As human beings, we're just like naturally inclined to take inspiration from either like one another or like things in our environment. And that is I think that's pretty fair. It's pretty true. So whenever I'm overthinking things, or just like this has been done like a million times over, like maybe people are tired of seeing it, but then I'm like, it exists somewhere out there in another form anyway. Like I'm allowed to join in on the fun. And that usually stops me from overthinking. Usually. Too much. So whenever you second guess something, just remember it has probably been done before. And I'm not saying that like discouragingly, I'm saying that as like, it's okay, you're allowed to indulge. Just because others have done it doesn't mean you can't do it too. Or at least try it. Because like how many characters based off of certain animals have there been? Especially like dogs and cats and like fish and like woodland creatures and common pets. And you know, tropes like sweets or the beach or you know, common like general vibes and stuff like that, to the point where I'm pretty sure most of them have their own aesthetic names or like trigger words that you can type into Pinterest and it just comes up. That also means it's great for us, because the fact that it's already been done so many times means that almost any version that we can think of, like, oh, what if, probably does exist. But the best part is it doesn't exist in the way that you imagined it, so that's where you get to have fun. This is a thumb, right? Pretty sure. Ah, okay, wait. I forgot what finger I put here. Heap. We'll figure it out. I can just do the classic. Just put random nubs there until it makes sense. Ah, it just started raining outside. I mean, it was setting up all day, so kinda not surprised. Just wondering why it got so dark so quickly. I think that works. Okay, where are we? Usually don't add the marking lines, but for the ears I think I will, and then for the markings on the face I'll just freehand those. Because adding line art seems a bit too harsh. I think the reference photo I pulled up specifically was like a black-footed ferret. So I tried to give her like center the darker colors around her hands and feet, just to sort of emulate that. But I ended up making her color scheme more warm and tan to work with the red better, so I'm sure it's fine. It's just little stuff I like to think about whenever I pick one. See, that's why Sonic Adopts are fun. You can put quirky little animal bits and like just little tiny details and stuff depending on the animal you pick. Just little design quirks and such. Okay, what's the other earring? Think we're good on earrings. Unless I want to move that lower. Like it is here. Okay, wait. Nah. I think we'll pass on the other earring. Wait, is that gonna leave a tangent? Oh no. Okay, wait. I don't think so. Okay, cool. I think we got it. Yeah, that works. Hang on, let me see if I can get away with the old copy and paste. Please. Okay, I think I can get away with it. Haha. Nope, I think that works actually. Alright, now we just do these shoes. I don't know what I'm doing with this stripe. I have it here, but it looks kind of wonky. Let's just put it on the other side. That'll do it. What Sonic game are you into right now or looking forward to playing next? Well, like I said, I think I will do that this week, actually, now that you bring it up. I'll probably play Sonic Battle, because I did stream that once. That was pretty fun. I've been wanting to play the Sonic Advance trilogy live, because I remember beating Advance 1 and starting on... I've played a bit of all of them, but I only, like, completely finished Advance 1. I want to play Advance 2, with Cream, just because that's her debut game, and I absolutely adore Cream. But yeah, the Advanced Trilogy, for sure. I cannot guarantee that we'll 100% anything. But yeah, basically a lot of Game Boy titles I've been wanting to get back into, because the pixel art and everything there is very pretty. But other than that, like I said, it's between what I want to play and what I can play while having stream running. So like I've played the Murder of Sonic. I played it with a friend over call, and that was really, really fun. I would like to replay the story on stream, but my computer was kind of struggling a bit then to run it when I had it installed, so I'm not sure how it would handle having that open and OBS. And plus I wouldn't be able to like read chat properly, so it's a whole thing. My gaming setup is not optimal right now for heavier stuff. And I know for like most like that Sonic game isn't necessarily that heavy, but for my computer running multiple things other than like my art program, basically it takes up like 70% of my PC. And I have all of my like extra important stuff backed up on a hard drive already, so yeah. I don't know what else to do. But yeah, we'll figure something out. Right now, emulator games are like the closest I can get without my my graphics card crashing. But yeah, as for games I would like to play, there's a whole bunch I would like to play on stream with you guys. I was gonna play Sonic Speed Simulator. I could test that, see how well that runs on stream. And like we could do like fun little missions and such, because I do still have a good amount of skins in that game. That's mainly what I play it for. I play for for one, the open world aspect, and also all the cool skins that you can get. Okay, let's get the shape of that shoe first before I do anything. The Sonic Advance trilogy is heavily underrated. Yeah, it really is. Like, all the Game Boy titles are pretty underrated, along with the storybook stuff. Like, I don't know what it is with that. Like, I really like those ones. Sonic Speed Sim, haven't played it, but from all that I've seen, isn't it just a grind fest? Yeah, but they had a huge update recently where they added Kronos Island and also nerfed the game by like a ton. So, they did the last time I logged in, they had reset all of my world progress, so I was stuck back in Green Hill, but like within 30 minutes of literally just walking around, they basically hand you rings now. Fortunately they didn't take my skins back. But I was literally just able to like just walk around like as normal with a few of the free magnet boosters that they give you for logging in after a while. They give you daily rewards too, but I have not been keeping up with that. But no, yeah, after like 30 minutes I was able to get way farther than I even was. I think I unlocked every portal ring up to Egg Yolk. And now I'm in like Speed Jungle or something. And No Place. And like all the special stages that I was like unable to unlock before, they just basically handed it to me. And I'm like, I like this update. This is cool. Thank you very much. I'm not complaining. So yeah, the game is like, for me, a casual player who does not like having to grind for stuff unless I really, really want it. That was actually pretty fun. Like when it first came out and I was able to play, I remember it being like low-key kind of hardcore. But hardcore for my standards is pretty much like anything above baby level in terms of Sonic gaming standards. Like I have 0 speed control, and yeah, my patience isn't that great when it comes to games, surprisingly. So I imagine if I did start like picking up with the gaming streams, they would be a lot of like cozy ones or like pixel ones or like visual novels. Because yes, I like visual novels, I like to read, I like story-based games a lot. But yeah, like Sonic is like the only high-paced or like fast-paced platformer that I'm in, and that's because I watched the show as a kid. That wasn't even like because of the games. Because unfortunately, I have a major skill issue. Because I didn't play a lot of like console games growing up. So the practice that some kids have, I unfortunately do not. have a lot of pencil mileage though, which really paid off. Okay, I think I'll fit a star in there somehow. Alright, we're almost done with the line art. Woo! Just need a few more spots. On the helmet. Little wind pockets. Windbreaker? No, that's not what these are. I think a windbreaker is a jacket. I really need to brush up on my fashion terminology. But okay, that's the glasses, so that'll be next. As usual, it came out a bit top heavy. So let's go ahead and raise it all. Okay, there we go. Hey Splash, welcome into chat. Welcome, welcome. Sonic Green's by far is my favorite soundtrack out of any Sonic game. That is, yeah, that is fair. I was always more partial to, like, With Me and Night of the Wind from... Oh my gosh, my brain is like... Black Knight. Black Knight. I really liked Black Knight soundtrack, but I like the vibes of Secret Rings because I love anything Arabian Nights coded. So I'm conflicted. I like both. Both are good. She kind of gives off Lightning McQueen energy. Oh my gosh, wait, you're right. I didn't even notice that. She does, though. Oh, that's probably where the red came from, the subconscious. I watched the Cars movie like once when I was a kid. She does give off Lightning McQueen energy. And I really, really like this sketch. Obviously, the finished one is not going to look anything like it, but you just gotta accept it. You gotta accept it sometimes at this point. Okay, we got the background too, but let me pop in these goggles. These goggles. Let's put some shades on our head. Just a really fly pair of shades. I think I'm gonna stay with the perspective. Although that begs the question now, how do I... How do I explain this part? Copy and paste, baby! Let's see. Oh wait, that might not look as half as cool though. Alright. Tweaking. Shrink that. Here. Okay. I think. Hang on. Alright, I think we're good. Because I did not feel like making that symmetrical. Hack. We are in a get it done type of mood today. Perfectionist Shy has left the chat. I'm just really trying to speed up my line art process at this point. Which means admitting that I do not have the hand-eye coordination of a laser printer. So, we cope. we coping. Okay, that can just sort of disappear. Adjustments. I was contemplating doing the inside part of the glasses, but looking at it, they would benefit from it. Instead of doing like those weird Dollar Tree kind of frames that I usually do for glasses. I don't know if I did them when I drew Ryder Shadow. I think I did his full goggles, but I don't remember if I gave him flapper goggles or not. It's like I always forget to draw the inside. There we go. I think those are some cool looking glasses. Alrighty. That's the line art done. Oh, wait. Forgot the soles of the shoe. I don't know, but adding a sole to a shoe always makes it look a bit more finished. When it comes to my style, like it looks weird whenever I do them without like just the thickest the thickest soles imaginable, even if it's not a platform boot. Like if it's sneakers, if it's sandals, if it's heels, I'm giving them a sole that's like an inch deep. Look at this one. I guess that explains why most of them are just really tall. But then I don't leave any space for the rest of it. Just move her up a little. Yes. I don't think we're gonna be coloring her today. I might just lay out the flats and then color her and have her posted by Wednesday. So if you guys are interested, my DeviantArt is in the description below as usual. So if you're watching this early, or like right now or like earlier, she might still be available. Otherwise, maybe not. But I will be working on a new batch pretty soon. So no need to worry. For the next adopt stream, I will be doing the singer kitty, and I will probably like conceptualize her design live. So yeah, I think it would be fun if instead of just inking, like I'll take you guys through the design process with me for the next stream. So that way it's a bit more engaging. We just kind of did line work today, which is productive. That's not bad. So so yeah, for the next one I will we're gonna do a little opera singer, and you guys can come up with the design with me. I think that's how I'll do the adoptable streams from now on. that would be pretty fun. Cool. So like you guys can see how I usually get from here to the final one. So like how I come up with like the initial concept sketch, like this one. And this one here. Yeah, we're gonna do some color picking. We're gonna lay down the flats and then I think we'll call it. Hello Ada, welcome to chat. Welcome, welcome. I was a little worried they were gonna look like they're just glass on her face. Yeah, don't worry, don't worry. We gave her some lenses, we gave her some goggles. I've noticed I've liked giving some of my character designs glasses or goggles when needed. Cars and Lightning McQueen mentioned. Yeah, it's been forever since I've seen that movie, bro. I know they had a sequel, and I think I remember seeing the sequel vaguely, like, on cable TV when I was little, but yeah, yeah, Lightning McQueen's like a classic, man. Truly Pixar at its finest. I don't know, I guess I was always just obsessed with fast things. So I haven't been around lately, pretty drained. Don't worry about it. That is, I feel like, honestly, that has kind of been the vibe on the internet lately, and I don't know why. Like, all the content creators I usually follow, and even some of my mutuals, are just, like, going offline, and it's completely understandable. Like, the online landscape is kind of nuts right now. So yeah, I've been unplugging a bit myself whenever I'm not streaming or drawing, or at least trying to draw in my sketchbook more. But I guess, yeah, doing these streams is like kind of just a chill way for me to not completely burn out, hopefully. Because they're very simple. I have my everything preset, so I just kind of turn on and just chill with you guys for a bit. Because every time I think about having to record and edit a full video for like 2 weeks in the making, like in production, my brain physically hurts. So yeah, we're just streaming right now. Gives them more platform. Yeah, they do. We love chunky shoes. Anyway, yeah. Okay, let's get to laying down these flats. Okay, I've been going for about an hour, so we're just gonna do this real quick. think we missed a spot of, there we go. Oh, and these. How am I forgetting whole fingers? Whole fingers, bro. Okay. Got fur, tan, red, navy. I'll do the stripes on top just because that's a little bit easier. Oh, and these were also red, so all these little spots. There we go. And this one. Okay, wait, so it's yellow there, and then tan in here. Yep. And then all the yellows. Oh, these would probably work for the souls too. So all the gold pieces. And the eyes, because why not? Okay, I think we're nearly done. This one's a fun one. I'm really happy with this one. We have some white spots though. There you are. Okay, we'll figure out the laces after, maybe. They look cool striped in the original, but I don't know. We'll figure that out later. Might have to use the outline tool, but we're almost there with everything. Where's the? There we go. We're gonna do a little pattern and attach it to there we go, the white parts of her outfit, and then okay, here. I think I remember how I did that little graphic. I think it was this one. Okay, it was red on both sides. Or I could make it yellow. I think that fits. Then white on the edges, and we're good. Okay, that's all the flats, and I think we'll come back to this, or no, we're gonna do another different adopt for the next stream. But yeah, that'll do it for this one. I think we're all done. I'll just have to finish it up for this week. Fuyuki. Hello, Fuyuki. Welcome to chat. We just finished up this design, and we'll be doing a new one for the next stream. That isn't a fan art stream. Do you use a drawing tablet for drawing? Do you use something else? I use a graphics tablet. I believe it's the Parblo one. I got it in pink, and yeah, I've had it for a few months now. I used to use an XP Pen Deco 12, I think it was, which was pretty big, and this one's a lot. It's a lot smaller and like easier to handle. But yeah, it's by the brand Parblo. They've sponsored like every art YouTuber imaginable like 4 years ago. Like if you look back for Parblo reviews, most of them are from then. I think that's when they first dropped their product line, and they were everywhere. But they're like the only tablet I had heard of that had like different colors, and I really wanted the pink one. So that's what I ended up getting, and it served me pretty well. If I had to recommend a brand, it would be either Parblo or XP Pen, just because those are the two I have experience with. Yeah, not sponsored though. Ferrets are adorable. They are. She is a ferret. I went with the racer ferret because that's the one that won the poll, and I'm really glad it did because she turned out really cute. I love the little fur pennants. Oh wait, hang on. Before we call it stream, I'm forgetting. I almost forgot. What the heck? I forgot 2 things. Before closing out stream, I forgot to add in the goggles. The gorgles. There we go. There we go. Okay, better. I might have to put that in its own separate thingy-majig. Let's call it shape. There we go. I wondered why the cool factor was missing. There's that, and then I completely overlooked her little fur pattern. So let's put those on. She's supposed to be a ferret, and ferret have those little, okay, wait, that one's clipped. Those little thingies. These. The little patches around their eyes. They kind of look like raccoons, but not completely. But they have the same kind of eye patch thing going on. So... I think we need to, okay, hang on, we got one part and then not the other one. We'll just do it, let's do it this way. Alrighty, she's looking a bit more ferret-like now. I can't believe I almost forgot the spots. But yeah, alright. I think now we're gonna call it stream. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's gonna do it for today, guys. The next one will probably be another adopt stream where we'll like actually design everything. Or maybe a gaming one. I'm not sure. But yeah, we'll figure out then. It'll be a mystery stream. Woo! That's just a way for me to mask my indecisiveness. But yeah, thank you guys for coming and hanging out with me. And yeah, I hope you have a great rest of your Monday. Bye bye.